And so it's engines on then for a slightly early start for the Micromax Heat 5 Groups A and C. It will be Mark Kostelic on the front row alongside Christopher Feghali. Feghali's been rapid all day long. See if he's able to hold on to second place. Douwe de Decker, the winner last time, starts third. Eric Inash in fourth. Maximilian Obst in fifth place in the 8 kart, joined on the third row by Edgar Ampilogov. Leon Zelenko in 7th alongside Tom Braken. Gasper Bennett and Martin Molnar rounding out the grid's top 10, and the 66 there seemingly coming to an early halt. That is Len Nice. So Len Nice, who is set to start 14th, seemingly taking no further part in this race. Zelenko, Braken, as we were saying, they were kind of the 4th row. Row number 6 is Jan Zawajek and Mason Rudman. Lev Krutogolov should have been joined by Len Nice, but that looks like that's not going to happen. Matthias van Gotham, Akos Kermosi, and Peter Borowicz. The rest of the field, which we can currently see preparing to take the start. It looked as though the 66 driver was still in the kart, but I don't think he'll be taking the start. So unfortunately Len Nice not going to be taking part in this one, but the remainder of the field ready to go. So the 2x2 formation. Drivers being told to cool down before the start. And they're underway, and the pole sitter doesn't actually get the best start for the first time this weekend. It's actually the outside row that's got the best start of all, and it's Christopher Feghali that's taken the lead. I was not expecting that. Mark Kostelic did not get the jump and has dropped down to 3rd place. Up the inside for 3rd place now goes to Decker, so he's up to 3rd at the expense of pole sitter Kostelic, who's fallen to 4th within the first 5 corners. It's our leader then on screen, Christopher Feghali, who has bucked the trend that has been set throughout the day as the sunshine's turned slightly to gloom here at Speed World, but that's not going to bother Feghali. He's unique among everyone else who started on the front row on the outside line. He has taken the lead. So it's Feghali from Eric Inash, De Decker, Kostelic and Ampilogov are top 5, and De Decker, for the second time in as many laps, late on the brakes at the hairpin and has moved up to 2nd place at the expense of Inash. So De Decker, who's been consistently impressive so far this weekend, will now try and hold off Inash. He's looking quite racy behind him still. He'll try and build that gap and chase down Christopher Feghali. Feghali will probably have a quick look over his shoulder on the main straight. If he did, we didn't see it. Cool as a cat. De Decker, 2nd position then. He's got 0.6 of a second to make up over 5 laps and change. I think that could be on, and it remains to be seen whether I'm right. But up the inside for 3rd place goes the number 14 driver Kostelic. As contact further back, we saw there lots of contact between several of the karts. Didn't quite catch who that was. There they go, everyone back on their way, fortunately. But Kostelic back up to 3rd place after that bad start. He was on pole position. But it hasn't quite paid off for him on this occasion. He disappointed, of course, with the points system in effect. Even though he's been the pole sitter for these races, he's not going to be the pole sitter for his pre-final, most likely. Christopher Fegh-Harley then leads the way. De Decker has closed up by a tenth or two. Inash under pressure from the 19 kart. 19 is Edgar Ampilogov. There's the top 7 all in one shot for just a moment there. Lap 5 of 8 begins. Lots of attacking driving there. And Pilogov looking for a way through into 4th position. Looks to the inside. I don't think that's going to work. Hold your station, Edgar. Inash in 4th position. Holding steady for now. Because he's had to defend Inash, that's allowed Kostelic to build a nice gap for 3rd place. The leaders are a little closer as well. We'll see the gap next time they cross the line. There's Kostelic then. And there's Ampilogov once again, very close. He's got the inside line going into the chicane. No, he doesn't quite. Inash has the better pull out of the corner and keeps hold of the place. They all bump awfully over those curbs. My back hurts just looking at it. Another 10.5 taken out of the lead out front. Might be worth looking at the leaders next time by. They are much closer. There's our 3rd place man, the 14, Mark Kostelic. There the leaders go. De Decker's closer. He's not as close as you might expect. 0.2 of a second, of course, quite a lot in karting. The 19 then, once again, Edgar all over the back of Eric. And Pilogov, will he look to the inside? No, he won't. In fact, he's been taken on the inside by the 21, but there's contact between them, and oh, that's ended in tears for Ampilogov, who's been unceremoniously spat out after contact with the 21 of Leon Zelenko. So with that battle over for the last lap, let's shift to the top 2. There they are. There they are, 0.2 of a second apart then. Final lap, Christopher Fegh-Harley in 1st position. He's followed by Edgar, no, not Edgar, my apologies, by Douwe De Decker. Of course, poor Edgar Ampilogov is now off track and waving his arms, but no such issues for Christopher Fegh-Harley. He's got a rather more important issue. That's Douwe De Decker. De Decker with a decent run on the back straight, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make a move. Traditionally, that's the last overtaking opportunity, but who said that traditions were set in stone? Douwe De Decker still very close behind. Will he be able to make a move? They go around the final turn, but no. Christopher Fegh-Harley punches the air. And it's victory for Fegh-Harley. De Decker ran him a close race after Fegh-Harley built a gap, but De Decker having to settle for 2nd by just a 10th of a second. 3rd place was Kostelic, although actually Fegh-Harley has been dumped down to 5th place on the timing screen. So Fegh-Harley down to 5th place. I wonder what has caused that one. So the order then, in revised form, is De Decker taking the win from Kostelic, Eric Inash, the 18 of Braken, who we hardly mentioned. He had a fairly clean race. Fegh-Harley in 5th position. Maximilian Obst in 6th. The 21 Zelenko in 7th. Gasper Bennett in 8th position. Van Gotham in 9th. And in 10th place, rounding out the top 10, Barisic in the 25 kart. The rest of the finishers, 24, Kermoshi, 26, Molnar, Rudman in the 32, Joswayak in the 79, and Anpilagov in the 19.